Several would say he's the sorcery of a fest, stumble on a accidental phase and casually detecting yours new favorite gang. You could urge it next yours fest intuition. But which if you ditched all how and did the full contrary? Which if you took perhaps the largest boring item in the planet, statistic, and utilized it to try to include the top fest expertise always? I'm speaking planner. I'm speaking difficult numbers. I'm speaking organized entertainment. I consulted a statistics specialist, packed up a gigantic bar diagram, and led to 2,000 trees in Gloucestershire to discover of. And, fair precautionary, the paper is extremely geeky. Up the fest begun, 7 of my friends and I heard to all 116 bands on the link up and nominal them out of 10. Down there were no stringent rules on how lot of every act you necessary to hear to, but a really prudent estimation would be how it took us 45 several hours. Every. We later utilized the information to dictatorship our weekend. An affirmative, if thou wonder, you can go on to festivals in us in next. He's a discussion each fest-goer will be known in, who should we see following? Thou normally end up drawn about by the man in the powerful identity, says Dr. Mark Taylor of the College of Sheffield. Same's consumable his carrier investigation piece of music and statistic. In his guide we ran which's named as a K-means group analyze on our information. He's a way of take completely loads of information and setting it in less groups or clusters. In the actual planet, the method is normally utilized in sale to goal human beings in adverts relying on which some, such human beings are in. But in the instance we utilized our lot to break us in 4 persons pairs relying on who, statistically, had the largest such piece of music tastes. How men later had to expend the day in their statistically chosen affiliate, and just look bands along. This concept is to see if, by provided a bundle of preferences in preliminary, you can use statistics to job out who you include the largest in overall in, Mark explains. So time various human beings might do various things, thou in the man you include the largest in overall in and you end up possessing the top period. How's the theoretical in any case? But did it in fact job? Oddly quite, affirmative. All 8 of us coordinated we had less arguments rather than normal on who to look. Statistics, 1, intuition, 0 a enormous portion of any fest is the human beings you encounter, so could we use statistics to assist our team do several desperate necessary new friends? With information of Spotify and Facebook we were capable to grade all the bands on the link up of the largest renown to the largest unclear. We later utilized the ratings to discover out that of our team, on ordinary, had taken into account the highest lot to the largest unclear bands. In some speech, the largest beat. Arrogant, love largest hipsters, they would be irritatingly pride of their acute piece of music flavor, we gave them a t-shirt to assist them encounter love-minded human beings. Down there was, sadly, less than successful there, our selected beat, George, told human beings avoiding him. No more than rather than normal. Statistics, 1, intuition, 1 he's else classical fest issue, while to canard out to the regional superstore and get supplies. By separating the weekend up in couple hour blocks, we were capable to job out while, on ordinary, we would miss least of our favorite bands. Sorrowfully, how rotated out to be the 2 several hours following we had fare arriving and we didn't vary requirement whatever. Not put off by the futility of which we'd made, we went in any case and purchased a pizza. Statistics, 1, intuition, 2 if thou departure to recent out a entire fest and remain lucky, hard to escape a big team bosom up is core. We treated out the norm variation for every gang's lot, an ordinary that showed us that acts separated the team the largest. We later just avoiding conversation on any of such bands following a few beers. Go Monday night, in spite not possessing done any new friends, our team was yet on nice regulation, so we're freely chalking the 1 up as a gain. Statistics, 2, intuition, 2 so, in finding, yes the before listening conducted hundreds of several hours of force, but in several really insignificant ways it type of plant. Could it always capture on all though? I believe he's a corpse exciting experimental, Mark Taylor says, though he argues to do the statistics more than significant you would requirement more than rather than 8 human beings. If you go to a lot of shows he's certainly cost game about in various of things to see how you get on and if you delight oneself more than yet I job in statistics cute lot each date, I aware rather a bit on the annex of statistics to piece of music, and I've never tested whatever love the and I perhaps never will. Cheers Mark. But Ro Reynolds, the conduct artist of Come Shikari, was lot more than favorable while we bumped in him backroom. I'm all for the I believe the should be an production norm item how everyone should include to do up a fest, he told. I'm all for scientific and creature to proctal on all, and hows which you folks include made.